Hey guys, welcome back. We are here with
our little
the newest edition, little Tate. Well, she's not very little, but
yeah, she's compared to Sky, she's a normal sized baby.
Oh, she's a chunk though.
Yeah, she's
a chunk.
Getting so big. Oh, I say hello.
First off, I just want to say thank you guys for all of your sweet comments and support throughout, the delivery process, even just through the whole thing. You guys have been absolutely amazing, and we appreciate it so much. We feel the love, and we know Tatum does too. We're excited to continue to grow in front of you guys and just continue this journey.
But yeah, we finally just wanted to sit down. It is literally Saturday night, and we normally post on Sundays, so we are just gonna try to film this for you guys. And yeah, we just kind of wanted to sit down and just kind of do a recap of the last couple weeks, because she is officially 3 weeks old as of today.
Yep, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, my due date is today, so that is insane, and I couldn't be happier that she decided to come early.
Yeah, thank goodness, because when she was born, she was 6 pounds 9 ounces.
Yeah, so she was still pretty tiny, but she could have gotten a lot bigger. And when she was 6 pounds 9 ounces, I thought she wasn't going to come out, so I'm thankful she didn't get any bigger. I'm like, I don't know if I'm cut out to have too much bigger of a baby than that, so.
Yeah. So, and if you guys are wondering where Sky is, like we said, it is somewhat late. It's like 7:30 here, so she is asleep. So, if you don't follow us on social media, you should. We'll link it down below. But for those of you who do, Maria put a poll up on her Instagram just asking you guys what questions you have about the labor process and what it's like with having 2 girls now. So
we'll just kind of get right into those questions right now.
So the first question is, how is this transition from 1 to 2?
I'll let you go first, and then I'll say my part.
Well, it's definitely a lot more. One of us are constantly busy with one of the kids. Right now, as expected, Maria's really busy with Tatum because Tatum eats through Maria. So
yeah, I'm her source of life.
Yeah, exactly. And so Sky realistically has been team daddy since Tatum's been born. Me and her have been bonding and just spending a lot of time together. So that's been the biggest transition, is I've been taking a lot more of a load with Sky that I initially didn't have. Like, I put her to bed every night. I feed her.
Feed her in the mornings, especially.
I feed her in the mornings. I feed her at lunch.
Yeah.
I try to take as much off of Maria's plate as possible, so that way she's not trying to do everything, because Tatum's a full-time job right now too.
Yeah, I would say it's been like a lot easier than I was kind of expecting. Like, we're not outnumbered at this point, so it's like it's nice that one of us can at least have one of the kids. I think she's getting hungry.
You hungry, man?
But yeah, so it's like we don't feel like we have our hands too full at this point. But we're very blessed and fortunate right now. Damar is able to work from home a lot of the time, so he's been here at the house with me and then does his work also, and then he'll leave in the mornings and we'll go to Starbucks or whatever just to get his things done. But so that doesn't leave me here with the girls by myself for very long, so it's been such a blessing that we have that ability for him to be here at the house, just so we can get into a good rhythm and a good routine. So yeah, I would say it's been a lot easier, and Tatum so far has been like
super chill.
Like, she'll
get mad when she's hungry, but that's expected. But otherwise,
that's really the only time she cries. Like, she'll cry like right when we start changing her diaper, like just from the initial shock of the cold wipes. But other than that, like, she really doesn't cry very much. So she's been really easy. Okay.
Oh, she's smiling.
Okay, next question. Which one postpartum was easier, Sky or Tatum's? I would say Tatum's actually is a lot easier. I tore with Skylar, so my recovery was a lot harder. So yeah, I would say it was Skylar. It was a lot harder.
Tate's making the funniest baby faces right now. I don't know if you guys can see them. She's hilarious.
I think it's so funny because we compared ultrasounds of Sky and Tatum at the beginning of
And they
my
looked so
pregnancy.
similar.
Yeah, they looked like the same baby. We couldn't really tell the difference between both ultrasounds. But now looking at her, she looks completely different than Sky did. I think she might have Damar's nose, maybe, but I think even that's a stretch.
Yeah. She's definitely Maria's twin.
Yeah. I'll see if I can insert a picture of me when I was a baby so you guys can see, but I think she looks a lot more like my family. She doesn't look nearly as Filipino as Sky did.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, duty calls.
Yep. Meal break.
Yes.
So, we will continue on though. Someone asked, you seemed a little depressed during pregnancy. Is that because of the hormones?
That's a good question. I would say a lot of it had to do with my hormones, but I think part of it was also just having back-to-back pregnancies. It just took me a while to fully be okay with being pregnant again. And looking back, and I wouldn't want it any other way now, but I think it doesn't take away the fact that it was very hard, and I just, the initial shock of it took a while for it to wear off, I think. I would say maybe because of the lack of unity between him and I. Mm-hmm. With that, it made it harder. So,
I think her heart just wasn't ready, as weird as that sounds. It's not I'm not saying her heart wasn't ready to love, it just wasn't expecting it. And I think it was, like she said, a shock. So. And
it's crazy because I was expecting my second pregnancy to be more real, because I had already gone through it and I had already had a baby before. I was expecting the pregnancy to be very real and I knew what was to come. But it's crazy that it wasn't like that at all. Reality really didn't hit me. It did and it didn't at the same time. I was obviously overwhelmed because I knew what was to come. But at the same time, the amount of love and the amount of just how I wouldn't want it any other way now. I didn't think about that until she was in my arms. Yeah. And I was oh my good Lord, why would I ever not want this? And so I felt a lot of just guilt, I think, recently for feeling that way throughout my pregnancy. But yeah, I wouldn't want it any other way now. I'm very thankful that it all happened the way that it did, as hard as it was.
Next question is, was it helpful to have a third person there, i.e. Katie?
Yes, it definitely was. Another question in there that kind of goes along with this one is, why did I decide to have Katie instead of my sister or my mom? Well, firstly, my sister doesn't live here, sadly. I would have loved to have her there. And then my mom, I would have also, it's such mixed emotions with it. I would have loved to have her also, but it was more, with the experience that I had with Sky, when we had her, we weren't allowed to have any support people other than your spouse or your significant other. And so, it was just an amazing bonding time for Damar and I just really wanted that more than ever again. Mm-hmm. And the decision behind having Katie in the room was she was so sweet and she offered to film the whole thing for us. And so I figured it would be better to have her there just so that I could still feel like I would be leaning on Damar more than anyone else. I didn't feel like Katie was going to take that away from the whole experience. And so I think that's the main reason why we decided to go that route. And yeah, that was just so kind of her to offer, and she spent the whole day with us.
Yeah, Katie, guys, you don't understand how awesome and thoughtful Katie was through the whole process.
She was amazing. She
was there from the time we checked into the room until she left for a brief moment.
As soon as I got the epidural, she left because
we thought it was going to take a second. So I was like, go ahead and go home, Katie. I'll text you when things start to get serious. So she left, and I would say, what, 45 minutes later?
Yeah, I was pushing.
It was time to push.
Yeah.
So she left, went all the way home. I texted her, and she flew all the way back.
Yeah. And this
like,
is in the middle of her going through her first trimester. Like, she's really sick, and she made it all about us. Like, she was so sweet and so thoughtful.
I had to say, thank you, Katie.
Yes, thank you so much.
Ooh, this is a good one. I think this one more, strangely enough, is for me, but we'll definitely both answer it. How are you managing to get me time for yourself, especially with 2 kids?
Yeah. It's a work in progress, I would say.
Yeah. I am more high maintenance in that department. I definitely need more me time than Maria does. So with that, it's just trying to take the little victories when we can. Because right now it's all hands on deck to try to get through this first season sane. So, I take the me time moments when I can, whether it be like me driving to go do a showing, like that short little in between there. I just really try to relax and unwind as much as I can. But yeah, like Maria said, it's a work in process. We're navigating it. We're gonna learn how to figure it out. But I think the biggest thing is going to be we need to be better with our time.
Yeah.
So that's
recently been our
goal.
biggest conversation, and even today we had that conversation of okay, Sky has been the best sleeper. She's been sleeping till 9:30 in the morning, and of course having a sleepy newborn then too. Of course, what are we going to want to do? We're going to want to sleep because throughout the night I'm nursing Tatum, so I'm up anyways, so typically he sleeps as much as he can in the evening, and then he'll take the brunt of Skylar throughout the day. I think we just need to wake up earlier, and like you said, we need to time block a little better because it's so hard. I mean, there's literally, I go a full day where I'm not even dressed for the day. I have my pajamas on. I'm not really time blocking well enough to where I can make it happen, and it's also just due to being up throughout the night and then trying to wake up in the morning is really hard. So it'll get easier for sure, and like I said, we'll get into a good routine, but it's hard. We're figuring it out.
Yeah. Once we have it down, we'd love to do a routine video for you guys. So let us know if that's something you would like to see, but give us some grace. It's gonna take a second until we get a good routine down. I'm sure you guys don't want to see the chaos and madness of how it is right now.
It's 12 o'clock and we're down here trying to eat breakfast. That's kind of been our life recently.
Yep.
So that's a little glimpse of it.
It's fun though. Yeah. Okay, the next question is, how did you come up with baby Tatum's name, or what was your inspiration?
This is kind of funny. I wish it was a really amazing story and we could tell you that it's really sentimental and all that, but it's really not. We just really like the name. Yeah.
And so I love, obviously, Skylar is Sky's full name. I love shortening the names. So Skylar goes by Sky, and then Tatum is going to go by Tate. So Tatum is now milk drunk. Should be happy for a second. Oh yeah, so I like to shorten the names. Skylar is Sky and Tatum is Tate. One day we were listening to music, and I'm sure sure all of you know Tate McRae. One of her songs came up, and I was like, it was before I knew who she was, so I was like, ooh, who sings this? And then I looked it up, and I was like, Tate McRae. Tate. I like that. And
he asked me, and right away I was like, oh, I think that's really cute. And I'm like, what could her full name be? And I was like, well, Tatum is the only thing that I can think of. Yeah. And then I was like, I actually really like the name Tatum. And then Belle, I don't even know. We just kind of liked that.
It just meshed well together, honestly.
We just kind of were exploring a bunch of different options. For Skylar's name, we had a few different middle name options, but Tatum Belle was not any of her options.
Yeah, Sky, we were going back and forth on a name for Sky. But Tatum, it's been set since we figured it out, so.
And the meaning just happens to be really cute too, actually, so we got lucky there. Okay. How many more kids do you want?
That's kind of an open-ended question. Right now, we're completely happy with 2. I do want more.
We both want more.
Yeah, we both want more. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's I feel like you never know how many kids you want until you hit that number sometimes.
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel it's gonna be. So like in my head I've always said 4 is like the magic number, but if we get a boy on the next go around, who knows? I might
Yeah,
just
we've
be
talked
happy
about
with
just
that.
being done
So,
after 3 if we get a boy next. We want to just give it some time and adjust to 2 and just enjoy the 2.
yeah, we never want to get overwhelmed. Like we don't want to have too many kids to the point we can't love them the way that they need to be loved. So that's always in the back of our minds. All right, and the last question.
Yes. Has Sky dealt with any jealousy? I know it's totally normal. Any tips on how to intro? Jealousy, I would say the only thing that I can think of is with Damar. She's very like territorial of him. if he's holding Tatum and she's around, then she doesn't like that. She prefers that she gets him hauled in herself.
She'll literally go find her blanket wherever it's at and grab it and then run up to me and like hold it up.
That's her way of saying like pick me up.
Pick me up with
and,
my
like,
blanket.
cuddle me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, so that's the only form of jealousy that I've noticed. So far, it has only been 3 weeks, so yeah, we might see other things later.
And like we really try to keep in mind like, okay, Sky is now having to share the spotlight, so we really do try to equally pour into each kid. And the beautiful thing is Tatum's so little, like she's not concerned about attention like as much as Sky is.
Like she requires a lot at times.
Yeah, but it's a different type of attention. It's not like, oh, come play with me, come, climb with me on this stuff. It's just like, I need milk and cuddles. Like, yeah, so it's completely different. So I feel like a little tip, as long as you just remember what stage they're in and just try to, make sure that their glass is always full, it makes it a little easier.
Yeah. And then when they met each other for the first time, it was actually so cute. Like, we'll insert this clip here. Oh, you want to hold her? You can hold her.
Yeah.
My emotions were running wild when I first saw Skylar. Like, I don't know, there's just something about seeing your firstborn afterwards. I didn't know how she was going to respond, but she was so sweet and so loving. Like, we brought her in and right away, like, she was interested and, like, yeah, just was loving on her, like, giving her kisses and stuff. Like, it was super cute. and she wasn't making any noises at that point. Tatum wasn't.
Yeah.
So we've come to find out that any noise that Tatum makes, like, Skylar gets really concerned. So I wonder if it would have been different if she was, like, crying or something like that. But yeah, I think she literally just thought she was, like, fake, like a baby doll.
Like a baby doll, because my mom got her a baby doll to, like, kind of prep her. But so, like, we've always taught her, like, oh, there's the baby, give the baby kisses. Like
be gentle with the baby.
Be gentle with the baby. Like, so I think she literally thought, like Maria said, she was a doll.
Yeah, I don't think she knew. Didn't think she was real.
And then when the first time we let her hold her, it's such
oh my gosh,
funny
I will insert the picture. It was not at all how I wanted it to go. And you guys are probably all wondering, like, oh, why hasn't she posted, like, cute pictures of them together? Like, for one, it's been really hard to, like, have them both, like, in cute outfits and, like, get, like, a cute picture of them. But yeah, she was not enthused at all first time holding her. But like I said, I think she was just, like, freaked out. Like, she's like, why are you making noises? Like, you should not be making noises. You should not be moving like that. Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cute. Cute. Sky's already getting a closer bond with her and checks on her. And
yeah, she does.
Loves on her so well. So she's going to be such a great big sister, and she already is.
Yeah. We love having little memories like that we can look back on, and having the birth vlog too. That's so amazing that we have that. But yeah, I think that's going to be all the questions we'll answer for today.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we can't express how much we appreciate your feedback and support and just the overwhelming amount of just love we get from you guys.
Yeah.
It means a lot to us. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to us if you're not, and until the next one. Hightower family. Out.